Hello guys, just check what I found right riding on this dirt road.
Well, not this, because this is my bike. This thing here. Well, this machine was just standing right here and running.
Nobody's around, so I could just sit on that and ride further. But I really don't want to change my motorbike for this, even if it's really cool thing.
First, this was just an easy ride on an extremely hot day. Yeah, so it's true. But then, as usually, I arrived to a junction which led me to an off-road. So, I just had to ride off-road. And since I was already riding off-road, I was looking for some spot where I can make some good shots, photos and something like that. But I wasn't ready for anything special. I didn't even start my 360 camera yet. So there were several hay bales or straw bales, and I almost decided to go there and take some shots with the water, but then I see something more interesting thing under the tree in the shadows. This one, an old tractor or something like that. And as you know, I love these things. Actually, riding one of these is my to-do list before I die, so I was hoped I can ask someone, maybe I can drive it. But nobody was around, so until then, I just spent the time with a little bit live streaming.
Hello guys, just check what I found.
Also, you can see here my secrets of my beautiful shots. This is my phone recording style. This is another selfie style. Close-up recording. And finally, mounting the 360 camera because I was really bored of the waiting. I was filming there about 20 minutes or something like that. So just put up the stand, finding a good spot. Yeah. And final check on the camera. And while I'm waiting for the user and the tractor is still definitely running on this unbelievable stable idle, I just decided to ride a little bit. Why not? So, I have seen this thing, and well, since nobody here, I already waited about an hour, so I think it's time to go. See you, track. Unfortunately, I had no luck with riding the tractor. It remained untouched on my bucket list. I picked a random point on my GPS close to Danube River. I also turned on the prefer unpaved roads. So let's see what we can see. Awesome dirt roads, wonderful vistas, and, well, as usually, the chasing rain clouds. So let's take it more serious off-road. Leaving the tight and tricky forest roads, the GPS led me to a fast service road of some kind of underground pipeline. It was time to rev up the engine. Yeah, I like it. And after that, it led me into the pit of deep sand. And you know, this sand is not like the one on the beach. It's like powder or something like that. It's really tricky to ride. Well, after that, back to the tarmac. And yeah, I think I finished it. Yeah, it says my drive just ended here. And I believe it. Finish navigation, thank you. From now on, I am on my own. Let's find out where I am. This is definitely some kind of mining company. These are some robbers, probably for that thing over there. And that thing over there is a conveyor belt to transport rocks into this factory, which is definitely not as abandoned as it looks like. There is something fascinating about these huge factories. The many rough pipes, machines and towers, like a modern cathedral with their industrial organs oozing the cacophony of a modern opera. Well, is distraction or just transforming the existing one into something new? You should decide. In this thing, there is a room to rent. Yes, it looks like I find some kind of bootleg Bates Motel next to the factory. Okay, there is a runway, nothing coming. Wow. That's nice. I don't leave this here. Oops. This path seemed to me too narrow to ride down to the river. Maybe Paul Torres could easily flip the Tenere 700 on these rocks, but I am unfortunately too small for that. Clip number 7. Okay, so this is the Danube. I just tested my boots. Yeah, the Forma boots. How really well they are waterproof. And they are pretty waterproof for about 10 seconds or something like that. But once it's over, I can feel how really nicely cooling my socks from the inside. Oh, look at here. There is a clam. It died. Yeah, this looks cool. Now that I was certain my boots were not waterproof, I also decided to learn to flip my bike on rocks like Paul Torres does. Oh my god, why? I just walked down here. Let's go back to the motorbike and continue with the journey. Clip number 8.
Oh my god, this is it, number 9. You must see this. Here is the train. This is the train we was waiting for.
This was a similar experience to when we were traveling in Slovakia. Similar little train came there too, and if possible even more slowly than this one. The driver of the Slovakian train was reading newspaper, and when he saw us, he blew the train whistle several times to, I guess, entertain us. We happily hung back with the motorbikes and cheered for him not to break down at the intersection of the roads. Well, is it true the train was crawling slower, but the barrier closed half a minute before the train, and as it rushed through, it suddenly opened. These trains are wonderful things. Well, alright, there was no barrier, but you know the lights, red and white and so on. Awesome, how awesome is this?
Awesome. Well, at least we can go now. Go! And turn to the left.
After I turned right and said goodbye to the bootleg Bates Motel, I was already looking for new adventures, which will be shown in the next video.
Okay, I'm on my way. Go, go, go!